Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Arrow. Okay, so let's talk about this episode. People die in this episode. That was the big thing. Big thing, someone dies. Think it's Roy. It's not Roy. It's Thea. Thea dies. Okay. Let's get serious now. Let's talk about the episode. And Thea. Okay. So in this episode, we get to see that Roy is in prison. And Roy might get stabbed. And there's a lot of opportunities that he gets stabbed here. And Quentin's all wanting Oliver to say he's the Arrow and trying to convince him to, even trying to convince Thea to say that Oliver's the Arrow to protect Roy. So he does die in this episode, like the last 10 minutes, and we find out that Felicity and Dig plotted, that way he doesn't die, but people think the Arrow's dead, and Oliver could do what he wants. Secondary story going on is with Adam, and he wants to become, a better superhero, so he's fighting the metahuman. We also get a Cisco cameo, which was kind of cool, showing that maybe the particle accelerator doesn't mean you're, that's the only way you could become a metahuman, which I think is a big nod more to Laurel's character of becoming the Black Canary, or the official, well, she's already a Black Canary, but for her to get her canary cry. I know the next episode, either of Arrow or Flash, I'm really confused which episode it's going to be. I know it's probably going to be Flash. Laurel's going to get at least the choker, the band around her neck that will give her the canary cry, but I think we're going to get other ways for her to get the canary cry, especially with a nod like that, saying that the particle accelerator is not the only thing that gives people powers. So I thought that was a good nod. And that's pretty much what's going on in this episode, and then we get the end. So someone does die, and it's not Roy. It's two people that die. It is Thea. Thea dies. I just got a text because people are telling me, obviously everyone knows I'm a big Thea fan. I just got a text about Thea. She dies just to be risen again by the Lazarus Pit, which was a lot of people's speculation. I'm going to save Thea for last. Let's talk about this whole episode. I'm going to honestly say that the first 50 minutes were pretty slow, and I didn't really like the direction it was going. I thought there was a lot of whining, and that's kind of been a problem with Season 3 in Arrow. And, a lot of the whining's justified, but this is just a lot of, Oliver being like, I want to be the Arrow, I don't know who I am. It's a lot of repetitiveness. And even on Thea's part, as you guys know, I'm a huge Thea fan, she was even, a little bit whiny here. I was like, I kind of wish she was more proactive about this, and that was my hope for the character here, which we'll probably see. She'll probably go crazy first. So I don't know if I love the twist there. The ending twist, we'll talk about. But the Roy twist I felt like kind of was unnecessary. I don't know if they're totally writing Roy off the show. I think it would be kind of dumb if they did. Unless he's going to Titans, then I'll be totally okay with that because that makes a lot of sense. But to totally write off a show, characters like Roy Harper that's so big to the Green Arrow mythology, I hope they don't totally write him off. And also, it's not a long-term thing. Of course, the Arrow's dead for now, but Oliver's going to become the Arrow, or at least a version of the Arrow is going to become Green Arrow. Whatever he becomes after Ra's al Ghul, his show is not going to be changed into the Ra's al Ghul show. It's still called Arrow. So this is not a long-term thing, and then it would be horrible to see that Roy is gone for all this time, where that plot would become kind of a plot hole, because the whole reason he's gone is to say, oh, well, the Arrow's dead, but if the Arrow comes back, why would Roy leave? The big thing, I think, why they're making Roy leave is to leave an open spot for Thea. That was the prediction. Till the end. Let's talk about the metahuman. The metahuman in this episode, I like that we actually get to see a metahuman. That was, something I wanted to see with Arrow, is more powers, because that's something I really like about Flash. And, I thought they did it well. It wasn't necessarily needed. I understand they're trying to progress the Atom story, but at the same time, I feel like there's so many other plots going on. The Atom is the least of my worries. So to have so much time dedicated to him in this episode, I like Ray. I really do like Ray as a character, but he just doesn't fit anywhere. And that's why I'm excited for the spin-off a bit more, because it can focus on Ray, but it's going to focus on other characters too. So we'll see where Ray goes. Probably going to be like, oh, Felicity, you love Oliver, I'm going to leave now. That's probably what's going to end up being, and that'll also be kind of disappointing. So overall, those first 50 minutes, I was like, I don't know. And then that last couple of minutes come. Thea dies, okay? I'm telling you, Thea dies. And she's going to be risen back to life. So, I'm going to say this was a speculation of mine. A lot of people were speculating this. It was either going to be Roy or Thea, and they kind of meshed both of it together, and I don't think anyone expected this. But, especially with stuff we've seen in the promo, her eye, her going against Ra's al Ghul, I'm glad she, kind of fought him, and Ra's just like, this is so easy. I'm just going to kill you now. I'm glad that Thea actually, tried to protect herself, but, next episode is going to be Thea heavy, which I'm excited for, but at the same time, did we really need Thea to be in the Lazarus Pit? I think she's grown so much as a character and has gone through so much as a character. All this is going to do is make her go batshit crazy, or give her super strength. I don't know. It looked like she's jumping out of that Lazarus pit with ninja moves, more ninja moves than she already has. So it might give her some sort of supernatural element to her, which I guess I'd be okay with. But at the same time, what I want to see with Thea is her become part of Team Arrow. I want to see a Speedy. I want to see her use some archery. I don't know if I want to see that shit crazy. I just went into the Lazarus pit Thea. I don't know if it was necessary, but at the same time, I think it's going to be a really interesting arc, but did they really finish the other Thea arc yet? Did they really finish, her arc with Malcolm? There's so many other things, they just don't give her enough screen time for her to freaking finish. And now we have another thing that just piled on to Thea? I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. I guess I'm happy she's not dead. She's not dying, so that makes me extremely happy. And this gives her a lot of opportunity for story. I'm excited for that. Guys, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm pumped for the next episode, but I'm deathly scared. I don't know, but I think at least it makes more sense of why Thea's been training so much this season to say, oh, well, she has to go against Ra's al Ghul, or she has to go against her father. I think this makes a lot more sense of why she would want to go against these people, and why Oliver will become Ra's al Ghul. And I love that last line, though, is the servant will be resurrected. I have to probably look at that scene again to really analyze it a bit more, but it was a good ending scene to say, oh, well, the servant, sidekick, will be resurrected, and at least it's him not totally killing off Thea. It's just oh, I seen potential in you. You're gonna rise in the Lazarus pit. That way, Oliver becomes Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, so that was Arrow. Overall, this is a weird episode. I don't know what to really say. Again, there's problems. I don't know what they're doing this Roy thing. The Thea thing kind of caught me off guard, but at the same time didn't. And I don't know if it's going to fit this season. I don't know. Just don't know. So that's my review for Arrow. Of course, I'll have another review next week. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's links from my comic book, like Father Like Daughter. Don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father Like Daughter. And please, in the comments below, tell me your Thea thoughts. Everything else, wait. Tell me your Thea thoughts. What's going to happen next? I hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later.